21 players already in the Pro Football Hall of Fame say it's time that Hall of Famers were provided health insurance and a salary by the football establishment. And if they do not get it, they will not attend future Hall of Fame enshrinements. The demand is contained in a letter released today in which the Hall of Famers criticize pension and disability benefits for football players and compare them unfavorably to what they say ordinary Major League Baseball players receive. Eric Dickerson joins me. He's the chairman of this new so-called Hall of Fame board. And Eric, it's good to have you here. I guess the answer comes down to
thank you.
Why? Why should the football establishment ante up?
Well, because one thing is that the guys deserve this. I mean, we play the most dangerous sport it is in sports, and that's pro football, and they deserve it. I mean, it's way overdue. When you go to the Hall of Fame and you see the guys that can't hardly get around and they have no health care, a lot of them have Medicare and Medicaid. That's fine, but it's no health care, and it should be health care. I mean, Major League Baseball has it. You know, they have a great pension plan, but we don't. It's Major League Baseball. If you play one day in Major League Baseball, you know, you have health care for the rest of your life. If you play 43 days, and you don't have to play on the roster 43 days, you get $34,000 for the rest of your life. 10 years, you get $200,000 for the rest of your life. NFL is not even close to that. I got to say, I won't forget my good friend Deacon Jones when he said to me, Eric, how much is your pension? I said, well, I haven't taken. I think I was like 41. I said, I probably get like $1,200 a month. He said, you know what I get? I got $250 a month. He said, what am I going to do with $250 a month? I think the perception is that all NFL players are rich and we have it made. And that's just so far from the truth.
Yeah, your letter is addressed to the head of the Hall of Fame, David Baker, also to Roger Goodell, who's the head of the football establishment on that side, and certainly we know about the billions of dollars there, and also to DeMaurice Smith. How would you characterize the job that the Players Union, to your mind, has done in taking care of retired players?
Horrible. Horrible.
And do they have a responsibility there, though, too, because they're not active union members?
You know what? I'll go back to Gene Upshaw. Gene Upshaw started this with years ago. Even when I was playing, I won't forget he said that, look, I don't have an obligation to retired players. My obligation is to current players. And they can't hire me or fire me. And I guess he was right to a point. They couldn't hire him or fire him. But they never taken care of the older players, the guys who started the game. And it just went over to DeMaurice Smith. These guys deserve this. I mean, the money that they make, and I've always said I'm not counting anyone's money. That's not my thing. It's just about doing the right thing. You know, we don't have a seat at the CBA table. We need a voice there. You know, a lot of the younger players don't even know who some of the older players are. Don't even know who some of the Hall of Fame guys are. You know, and I really believe that the players now will have a good pension, but going right now, the players pre-93, the pension is terrible. I mean, you're talking about $1,200 a month, $800 a month. I mean, it's really sad.
What leverage do you have? I mean, your good name is your leverage. Yours and guys, signatories to this include Marcus Allen, Joe Namath, Jerry Rice. But you said you're not coming back to future enshrinements in 2020, beginning with the 100th year of football, unless you get this. How much leverage do you really think you have here?
You know, I feel like we have a lot of leverage. And the big thing is that, look, this is all about the sport of football. And these players, not just me, I'm looking at the Jim Brown. I won't forget Jim Brown. When I talked, Jim Brown called Jim Brown. I told him what we were doing. And he said to me, Eric, I want to say thank you, man. Thank you for all the players. That made me feel so good. That gave me the cold chills and made me want to do it even more. But I feel like the leverage is the players. I mean, look, a lot of guys, they don't go to the Hall anyway. And it's not, I don't want to ever disrespect the guys that are going into the Hall, because I love the Hall of Fame. When I went to the Hall of Fame, I said I will never do anything to hurt the Hall. I'm not trying to hurt the Hall. I'm trying to help the Hall of Famers. That is my goal. That is, I'm not going to say my goal, that is our goal, because we talked to the guys who talked about this. This is our goal, is to help the players. And also not just the Hall of Famers. I want to make that perfectly clear. One thing is we have to have a seat at the CBA table. We want all players to have health insurance, not just Hall of Famers.
Do you think they're going to give you a seat at the CBA table with all the other issues out there?
I don't know if I'll have one. I hope someone, and if it's a retired player, if it's a Hall of Famer, I believe that will happen. Yeah. It's not to 2021, but I think that could happen.
Have you heard from either the union or the league?
No, I haven't heard from the union or the league. You know, the letter just got released this morning. But I haven't. I've got a lot of calls. Like I say, let me tell you, this is not a job that I wanted, really. I told the guys, look, if we do this, make sure don't leave me hanging. Because, I mean, when I talked to David Baker, one thing I told David Baker is, I said, the guys who know me know this about me, that I am loyal, and I'm loyal to the cause of these guys. Our guys, all of us guys. They always talk about family. The family are the players of the National Football League and the Hall of Fame guys. That's the true family of the NFL, those guys.
And that's the family that you're a part of, certainly, and every summer it gathers and the demands on the table. Eric, good to talk to you. I'm sure we'll be visiting with you on this going forward. Appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.